Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer. This is Metatron speaking. I'm supposed to be doing a Lightworker video right now. We have a Lightworker gateway coming up for Andromeda and Rigel, which is a planet on Orion combined. It's going to be huge. I cannot get the message. So what's happening is that Creator keeps coming through with other messages. And as you can imagine, if Creator wants to have priority on what messages come through, that's what happens. So this is a great example of how I am not in control of this situation whatsoever. I run the show that Metatron and Creator give me to run. So I don't have a Lightworker Gateway video. I have another message from Creator, and I have a feeling that until he's done, nothing else is going to come through. So hopefully this is the last one for a bit. I like talking to Creator, but I also want to know about that Lightworker Gateway because it's really exciting. So he actually tricked me. FYI, if you work with Creator, he is light and dark. So, and I should explain because you can get different versions of Creator or God. So sometimes you get the version of God that is all light, all love. It's very beautiful energy. And that's the one that I originally started communicating with. Then, once they felt like I was ready, they started exposing me to Creator as dark and light. And first, they would show me that he was dark and light, and they would show me him without consciousness. So symbolically, I suppose, I'm not sure, they would show Creator to me as like a machine, like a robot, like no consciousness, just dark and light, and like really chaotic and really powerful and really intimidating. And I don't like the energy at all, to be honest. I don't know why I'm whispering like he can't hear me, like he's not here. That's kind of funny. And then another way that I get Creator is through the personality of Ra. And Ra is very godlike, very like charismatic and outgoing, and I am the god, and I love him. He's fun. Um, and then the fourth way that I can touch base with the Creator energy is his dark and light. It's very similar to Raw, but it's kind of raw without the with. Is it raw? They're saying yeah. They're like no. This it's still like the raw energy. It's just I guess I can see that. It's funny though because when I actually see Raw, he's very like I don't even know the right words to describe him. It's kind of like flirtatious and very self-confident, and self-confident I guess is the energy that really comes off. He thinks very highly of himself, but it comes off in a charming way versus a like self-absorbed way because his energy still has so much love and is so giving, and so that kind of counterbalances that large ego that he has. um where am I going with this story? So anyway, so these are the different kinds of energies that I can tap into that are all belonging to Creator. The one that I'm tapping into for this video, and then also the last couple of videos, has been the light and the dark, and it's the raw energy basically. Um, it started off with I was listening to music while I was cleaning in the house, and I was telling them, "Oh, pick my music," and I got a song that I was like, why did you pick this? So I don't know if you guys know this song, and I'll put these songs in the description in case you want to look up the lyrics or anything else. Um, so there's a song called, I think it's called Riding. And it's from Chamillionaire. So this is a rapper, and He's talking okay, here are the lyrics that he was putting my attention on. They see me rolling, they hating. I'm adding letters to it because they pronounce it differently. They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling, they trying to catch me riding dirty. So this is a black man driving in a vehicle who is referencing the police, who is saying, the police see me driving, they hate me because I am a black man. They are hoping to catch me riding dirty, which is like doing something illegal while you're driving, normally associated with drugs, maybe like possessing a firearm, something like that. Um, so so it's black man referencing the cops saying they're trying to catch me doing something wrong. And I'm like, why are you giving me this song? This has nothing to do with nothing. And they're showing me creators the black man. Like what? And they're showing me um the dark energies are the police. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Um and so I was being shown that there was something creator did to help us out because of this recent situation where the dark energies have gone into time, messed with time, interfered with something that was part of creator's plan for us. And so creator has now done something a little bit maybe that I'm not gonna say that he shouldn't have done, but he's done something that is perhaps questionable about how much light was used to do this act. So things you'll learn about creator if you ever work with him is that he will do he does everything from a place of love. Well, I should say almost everything, because I take that back. I can see other situations in the past where it wasn't that way. How I have seen him now, where he is in his evolution, he appears to always do things from a place of great love, always wanting to protect us and love us and be the hero for us. Um, and so sometimes he does things that maybe are like kind of iffy, like he he will lie, he will, you saw a video earlier where creator had Odin lie to me to teach me something. He will do that. He will use a little bit of dark in order to get more light. So I was being shown through that song that creator did something with a little bit of dark in order to fix this problem, and that the darkness was pissed. And they showed me, this is crazy, they showed me like a court system. They showed me that Metatron, creator through Metatron, was being taken through like a court system in the other dimensions. And they showed the darkness as having all these lawyers, all dressed up in all these suits, even though they don't have bodies, but they were showing me that so I understood. They were showing all these lawyers, and it was like they were complaining about whatever creator slash Metatron had done. And they were saying, no, they can't, whatever they did, it was illegal. It was against the universal laws. And so I'm seeing them being drugged through the courts for this. And I was like, there are courts on the other side. Like, you don't think of these things. Yes, it makes sense. There has to be law, there has to be rule. There's galactic police. Why not be galactic courts? I guess so. I never thought about it, right? Um, the other songs that he played were more to like get out his loving feelings for us. So he played You Are by Lionel Richie, and the lyrics that he showed me were like the chorus, but he flipped some of the words. So instead of it saying like you are the sun, he said I am the sun, because hello, it's Ra talking. Ra is the sun god. So he says, I am the sun, I am the rain that makes your life this foolish game. You need to know I love you so, and I'll do it all again and again. So he's like making this reference to he's the sun, he's the rain. The foolish game is incarnation. This is a very foolish game. This is nuts here. Um, Although, if I was being drugged through the court system in some other dimension, I would think that was freaking nuts. Although they're incarnated. That's interesting. Okay, so there were bodies. So incarnation is a foolish game. It's this huge storyline, right? And creator's trying to write his story and the darkness is trying to change the story. And so there's this weird battle and it's kind of chaos here. Let's see. The other songs he played Walk the Line by Johnny Cash. So this song, he was just showing me the chorus again. Because you're mine, I walk the line. So he's like, because I love you, I do things that are maybe a little bit dark to protect you, to take care of you, to have things end well for you. Um, Two other songs. You Never Let Go by Matt Redman. And he shows me where it says, and I will fear no evil, for my God is with me. And if my God is with me, whom then shall I fear? So he's telling us, I mean, it's clear, right? Don't worry, don't stress. I'm with you. No one is bigger or greater than the creator energy. It's going to be okay. And the last song was Together Forever by Rick Astley. And what he showed me was, and don't you know I would move heaven and earth to be together forever with you. And don't you know I would move heaven and earth to be together forever with you. Wow, it's crazy. Like it's cool when people write these lyrics in a song and it's like, oh, they're making these proclamations of love, but literally the one making the proclamations of love now is creator. He actually can move heaven and earth. So then it's like a total different level. Um I have oracle cards that I need to show you, that I have messages that I already got from creator for you. So I'm going to go through 3 decks and give you the messages for all 3. But I'm going to stop the video for a quick second because I need like a cough drop or something because this cold is not allowing me to talk as much as I want to talk. So hang on a second. I'll be right back. Deck number 1. Of course, right at this moment, Finn jumps up. Hi, bud. Look, we're trying to do oracle cards. I just knocked them over. Hey, buddy. Can you say hi? I know you're very busy. You're very busy. Okay. Well, I knocked over the 3rd pile. I'll have to grab those in a second. Let's go through the first 2. Here's the first card. Sorry, Finn is rubbing his head against the base of the light. So hopefully he won't do that. Okay. Creator says, Finn, don't do that. He says, storyteller, tell my story, the struggle of battle, and the blaze of glory. The pest. Out of control, but all in vain. Once speeding along, now circling the drain. And if you don't know what circling the drain is, it's like bad things are coming, essentially. So this card, let me tell you about this. So it's called the Moon Dancer. It's showing a dragon kind of curled up around the moon. So remember, I'm talking to Ra, the sun god, he showed me that if he's the sun, that if creator is the sun, that we are the moon because he's the one radiating the light and the love, and we're doing what we can to reflect the light and the love. So he says, silver moon, healing light, dragons keep you safe all night. So he's talking about us, that dragons keep us safe all night. The confidant. This dragon, by the way, as soon as I saw it, I knew that this was supposed to be Metatron. Metatron will see this through. Emmanuel, God with you. So I didn't realize that Metatron, that phrase was meant for Metatron. I guess everyone always associates it with Jesus, but since they're the same soul, it makes sense. But he's saying Metatron is with us. The giver. Golden apples from golden vines. The Midas touch grows from divine. You'll see this tree is kind of like viney and has golden apples in the picture. The idea hatcher. So creator says, I have a plan. I make a way. By hook or by crook, I save the day. So if you don't know what by hook or by crook means, it's like saying by any means possible, which is what we talked about earlier, where whether he has to utilize all light or a little bit of dark in order to love us, he's gonna do what he's got to do. This one is the relaxer. Have no worry, have no fear. I am that I am, and I am here. So he's doing a lot of reassuring messages for us. This is the second deck I'm going to give you messages on. And he continues with rhymes on this one. Excuse me for my crazy throat. Laws of the universe set by divine, darkness interrupted the flow of time. So that's kind of our clue of what happened. Darkness interrupted the flow of time. So much smoke, but couldn't find the flame. Have to find the source to extinguish their game. By the way, the poetry from this card deck, I'm not joking. He gave it to me. He was rapping. Like, I could hear the voice. He very clearly rapped these lyrics to me. I'm like speaking them to you, but he rapped them to me like a rapper. Covered in magic, but not hidden from me. Only a fool thinks God won't see. So he's talking about the darkness in this song. Covered in magic, but not hidden from me. Only a fool thinks God won't see. So he showed me that it was so, and he references it in this verse about the smoke too, that they knew something was wrong, but they couldn't find the problem. They couldn't find the flame. And it's because they used some kind of magic to cover up what they did. So it was making it really hard for the side of the light to locate the problem in order to try to fix it. They thought they saw the future. It was the perfect crime. No trace of their damage meant there was nothing to rewind. I see their karma. I see their destiny. Their fate won't be changed by a fortune cookie. was totally laughing at him when he's telling me this because again, he's rapping these lyrics like normally when rappers have their songs, they're like trying to diss someone, they're trying to like make fun of someone, I guess, talk poorly about somebody. So he's like using this rap song to talk about the darkness like that. And it was just really funny. I hear them chanting, bubble, bubble. They cast spells to hide from trouble. So he's referencing um, bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. It's just like, that famous witchy chant from like Macbeth. Um, but he says they cast spells to hide to hide from trouble. So they're casting spells to avoid getting caught. I see the marks where they have been. I'm tracking them down. I'm bringing them in. I seek them out. I'm focused on the task. They cause chaos, but the chaos won't last. They try to stay hidden, but try as they might, I will expose them. I am the light. Their time is up. Their outlook isn't great. They can run from the force, but they can't run from fates. So when he says they can run from the force, he's referencing the Galactic police force. You can run from the police, but you can't run from those three fates that he talked about before to us. Okay, and now I need to show you the other deck that I literally just threw all over the floor. This is who it is. Let me pick it up because it's quite a few cards, so let me get it in order and I'll show you guys. All right, let's do this. We have the last Oracle card deck to go through. Man. Okay, I have to explain something to you guys before I start the cards because he showed this to me recently. Dang, let me see if I can find my notes. I'm like minding my business on the couch and he keeps showing me these visions of how the cosmic egg. Do you guys know what the cosmic egg is? It's like how time flows in this pattern around, I don't know, the divine realms and the holographic world. I know that sounds weird. Okay, let me see what I can find. I'll probably have to. Let me see what I can do. Da, 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 da. Okay, so here's how it started. I'm being shown a shape like an egg roll. Hope you guys know what an egg roll is. Showing you a shape like an egg roll that's hollow in the center. But instead of an egg roll, they were showing me something that looked like a water balloon, basically. But it's sealed up everywhere, but it's got that hole in the center still. So they can only show me what I have a reference point for. And so what they were showing me actually was this. So this is like a toy. You can see it has liquid in there. You can see it moving around. The toy has a hole in it. You can like stick your finger in this toy. So time, if this is this is like a horrible example, but this is as good as I can do because it's actually rather complex. And even this example is not very good. So it's like a torus shape. So in the center, up through the middle of this, where we have a hole, it's supposed to be a hole. There is a small spiral, and so that's why when I am shown time, at least they show it to me as a spiral, right? It's not a circle, because then we wouldn't be moving. It's a spiral, so we keep going. So on the inside is this tiny spiral, and then as it comes to the top, it branches out and starts turning into this larger spiral around the outsides. and then it reconnects back into the tiny spiral on the inside. So what they were showing me, which I had no idea, like when you're seeing these things in a vision, it's like, why are you showing me this? So what they were trying to show me is that time loops back on itself. And I still don't even know why they were showing it to me, but you can kind of see it on with this guy. So as time moves forward, it's like the back of it, and I can't really show you this with it, and my finger's like in here. As time moves forward, everything else kind of comes up after it. Okay, anyways, I don't know why I tried to show that to you guys. This is like a concept that requires diagrams and things that I do not have, and I'm showing you like a toy. Okay, let me show you the cards he gave me. The first one he gave me, oops, is this guy. So he is called Gate of Returning. So what they were telling me is that Gate of Returning is the point on the cosmic egg, pretending this is the cosmic egg. Kind of funny that I called it an egg roll now that I think about it when it's the cosmic egg. So it's the point on the cosmic egg of creation where the inner spiral opens up and starts becoming that outer spiral. So it's the point, that point at the top of this cosmic egg for it opens up. It's called the Gate of Returning. It is associated with death and rebirth. It's almost like the inner spiral is a womb, and then as it opens up, it's like, oh, now you are opening up into the world, like you're being born. So this point is where the flow of time was being interrupted. The Great Elation. So that point in creation that area was reconfigured to allow the cycle to continue. So when they interrupted the flow of time, it's literally like they put a block or a stop somehow there. And so it had to be reworked in that area. Hydrogen atom. The old version of the cosmic egg in that location at that gate of returning point, that part had to be completely removed, and creator had to start from scratch to fix it. He couldn't just like band-aid up the problem. He had to remove it and from an atomic level start rebuilding it. Seal of Metatron. Metatron's sacred geometry was used to form the foundation. So I don't know what molecules they're using, which molecules perhaps already form in this shape that I don't know about, but this geometry was part of how the foundation of that spot was used or was recreated. And this was to give it both structure and protection. Galactic transporter. So they were telling me that it was like an adventure to fix this. So it's creators' objectives, but it's actually Metatron that's doing this work. So it was an adventure to fix. There were some new learnings and discoveries along the way. When I first got that, I was like, well, this isn't, can this be creator? And actually right now they're saying, yeah, it could be. But it was Metatron. Yes, okay. It was Metatron who actually did the work so he could have that experience. Interesting. Altarian Stargate. So this is tying back to when I was telling you guys about that I was seeing Metatron being taken to trial by the darkness. So there was a formal complaint made against Metatron by the dark energies in galactic courts, stating that an action he had taken to resolve the issue broke galactic law. So think about all the bad guys you know in this lifetime. So it's not really so far-fetched to think that somebody does something bad or something wrong, even though we don't really use either one of those terms spiritually. So someone does something that's maybe selfish or harmful to others. And if they don't end up getting their way, if they end up getting caught, it's not so unreasonable to think that, oh, now they're gonna try to make more problems for this person. It's like they broke a law to try to benefit themselves. Then Creator and Metatron come in and change it. Sorry, now I have another cat. I have every animal in here right now. So then Metatron and Creator go and change it back. And then the bad guys are essentially complaining and crying out and being like, "Hey, we're gonna take you to the courts for this because we shouldn't win, but maybe we will. And even if we don't win, we're gonna drag you through that process to try to drag down your vibration and make your lives difficult." And that is so like predictable and expected from them. Rocket, come here, baby. I have every animal in here with me right now, and they're all, come up here. Good boy. They're all being crazy. Okay, let me pull up my notes. So this is Chamber of Illumination. And the message is the law was indeed followed. Oliver. Okay, that's it. From now on, all the videos are being done with just me by myself. Everybody. Sorry, guys, I just put them right on my mic. Everybody is just too wild in here. Hey, you gonna say hi? All right. See you later, alligator. Come over here. Try not to lay on anything. Okay. Chamber of Illumination. So the law was indeed followed by Metatron. There was a loophole that Creator used for her. It was a loophole to Creator's own law that he told Metatron to use to resolve the damage that the darkness had committed. All right, we got 2 more cards, and I got a big fluffy cat laying on my cord. All right, here we go. Crystal capacitor. There will be and this is important actually, there will be a timed release of the flow of time. So even though they're telling us exactly what they did to us, it hasn't happened yet. There will be a timed release to the flow of time. August 30th, the damage will rewind. So we already knew that the Syrians were going to be sending us energy on August 30th, that we were going to be moved really quickly through time to try to get to the spot that we were like supposed to be in. Well, now it kind of makes sense because if the darkness somehow, quote, stopped time, it's probably not this simple to be honest, but if they somehow stopped the flow of time and now we should be over here, but we're still over here, they're going to move us quickly to put us back where we should have been. So August 30th, hopefully we're going to put a lot of this behind us. And there's one more card, and my notes like to move every single time I do one card. Oh, right. Last card chamber of teleportation. Time, and I just said this for you guys, time will move forward quickly that day. So Metatron and Creator, when they made this decision to use that loophole in the law to try to reverse things, to try to fix things for us, when they made the decision, they weren't 100% sure of the impacts of the decision at the time they made the decision. But now, and this just shows you how weird time is. When they made the decision in the present, they didn't know. But now, even though it hasn't happened for us, it's like happened for them, or they can see the outcome now. So they're telling me that this outcome is good for us, but it's not perfect. So they still might need to tweak things. But overall, they're happy with what has been done to get things back on track. So we will experience this on August 30th. The day might feel short. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll all have to talk about it after the fact and see how people experience the 30th. It might be a lot of energies because we're supposed to be getting all these updates. So basically all the updates, all the downloads, all the whatever that we were supposed to get for the amount of time that we quote lost, which we don't even know what it is. Months? Yeah, he's saying it's like months equivalent. So we're getting bombarded with all of that energy in a 24-hour period. So people might be tired or grouchy or just feeling out of sorts a little bit. So August 30th, hopefully, now that I've gotten this message out from Creator, hopefully he will give me the Lightworker Gateway update now, because I would love to know more about that. And we still have the September energy update. So 2 really big messages that should be coming. I don't currently have either one. I can't tell you a single thing about either one. Hopefully now that this one is done, they will allow me to channel more. But if not, I'm just going to keep bringing you whatever it is Creator wants brought, because there, obviously this is an important message. And I think probably the fact that that change is happening on August 30th, he wanted that to be in our consciousness more than whatever's going on with the Lightworker Gateway, because this one's probably going to hit a little harder since it's a 24-hour period. And we'll have 30 days or whatever it is to experience the Lightworker Gateway window from the Andromedans and the Sirians. Oh, from the Andromedans and Rigel, not the Sirians. Rigel, the Orion planet. So, okay, this is all I have for you now. Oliver's purring. He says it's a beautiful day. And we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.